children, it's Mrs. Lee here. It's assembly number 11 and it's the week beginning the 21st of November 2022. How are you? Are you okay? I hope so. Me? Oh, thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm okay too. Bit chilly today though in the hall, so I've got my coat on, but I need to remember, make sure I've got my blue lanyard and ribbon outside so that you can see when I'm on the playground or if I'm walking around in my coat that I'm an okay person to be in school. Can you remember? We talked about this before, didn't we? And we said the red ones, do you remember? If you have a red ribbon on, that person needs to always be with a grown-up that's got a blue one on. Lots to remember. Oh! Gotta remember to do our routine. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Well, I can see that the minute hand is on the number 12. And I know that means, that's right, o'clock. I can see that the shorthand, the hour hand, is pointing towards the number 11. So I put it all together and I've got, that's right, 11 o'clock. Now we're still in the month of November, so we're still learning to speak in Urdu. Assalamu alaikum. Lovely. But our Makaton sign has changed like it does every week. Are you ready? Here it comes. Oh, it's an action one this week. I don't know if you can read this word. It says patience and calm. Let's have a go together. Hands like this. Patience. Calm. You do it. Patience. Calm. Now, why does Mrs. Lee want us to think about being patient and calm? Well, I don't know if you know, but coming up next Sunday, so in a few sleeps' time, the Christian calendar for festivals starts, and it's called Advent. Can you say that? Advent. And I bet some of you, maybe at home, have got something coming soon, like this. I'll show you some pictures. Maybe in your house at home, you've got an Advent calendar. Now there are all types of Advent calendars that you can get these days. Some that have boxes in them, some that are made out of card with chocolate behind them, or even some on washing lines. The numbers are all jumbled up, but there is always the same amount. Do you know? That's right, there are 24. Now, why are there 24 little boxes or envelopes or little doors on your Advent calendar? Do you know why? That's right, because it's the countdown to Christmas Day, isn't it? Now, Christians believe that Advent starts a little bit earlier than that. They actually think that it starts around about the end of November. They say 4 Sundays before Christmas. So the Sunday coming up is going to be the first Sunday of Advent. And then the next one will be the second Sunday of Advent. And then the next Sunday will be you've got it, the third Sunday of Advent. And then the fourth Sunday of Advent. So when Advent starts, how many weeks do you reckon it is before Christmas? Can you work that one out? That's right, about 4 weeks. So when you're watching this video, it's longer than 4 weeks. But this coming Sunday will be the start of Advent. Now, I was looking in this book, which is in our research centre. It is called Why is this festival special? Christmas. Got a lovely family there doing things that maybe you do at Christmas time. Opening presents, having a Christmas tree, putting on party hats. And inside this book, it's a non-fiction book, it tells me all about Advent. Advent is a time when Christians look forward to Jesus' birth. Look, they've got an Advent calendar in the book like Mrs. Lee's got in our hall. And it says it begins 4 Sundays before Christmas Day. Children can count down the days to Christmas with an Advent calendar. Now, Lots of Christians go to, where's that place of worship? That's right, a church. And I know that some of you are going this week to sing at the church. Thank you so much for giving up your time. Now, when Christians go to church in the period called Advent, they do lots of singing of carols. Sometimes they think about the Christmas story. And one of the services they have is called a Christingle. Now you might be thinking, what's a Christingle, Mrs. Lee? Right, here we go. In this book, I've got a picture. And we're going to have a Christingle service coming up soon. You can make a Christingle with an orange. You put a red ribbon around the orange. Now the orange is a round shape, a sphere, and that is pretending to be the world. And the red ribbon is a reminder that Jesus died. The candle is about Jesus being the light of the world. And then we put little cocktail sticks in, and each of the sticks represents the 4 seasons that we have. You know the 4 seasons. That's right, they are spring, summer, autumn, winter. Well, actually in winter, that's why Mrs. Lee's got a coat on, hasn't she? Right. We usually put sweets or maybe dried fruit, and these represent all of God's creatures and creations, all the animals, the humans that are in the world. Oh, wow, the plants, everything. How exciting. So, Advent is a really busy time, children, but it's also sometimes quite long, a long time, and people get tired of waiting. And that's why my Makaton sign, which is, that's right, patience, is really important. Now, children, thinking about being patient, thinking about Advent, did you know that each Sunday in Advent they light a candle? Can you see my candle? Smells lovely. They light a candle, and each candle on each Sunday represents something different. Oh, can I remember? Hang on 1 minute, I'm going to look in the book. You can see the 4 candles on this little booklet, can't you? Each candle means something different. One is about hope, one is for peace, one is for love, and one is for joy. 4 lovely, lovely things to think about while we're waiting for Christmas Day. The candles are there to remind us, like in the Christingle, about the light of God. And each new candle is lit every Sunday. So there's 4 Sundays, 4 different candles, each has a different meaning. Now, they are usually on a wreath. Now, you might have a wreath on your door. It's a circle, and sometimes it's full of baubles, and sometimes it's full of evergreen branches. So trees that are still green even though it's in the month of winter. And the wreath is to represent that life goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Okay, there's no beginning and no end. So put the candles on. And actually, just reading in this, I didn't know, but they don't have any flowers in the church at Christmas. That's very interesting. Anyway, like I said, Advent is a long time. You do need lots of patience. We're needing a lot of that in school at the moment. Sometimes things take a little bit longer to happen than we would like. But sometimes if we wait and we have patience and we are calm while we are waiting, you get good things. So, like waiting for Christmas Day, even though it's a long time, that's such a lovely time, isn't it, if you celebrate Christmas and you open up the presents. Right. I know. Have you got any patience now? Can you show me? I've brought something from my Christmas box. Now, if you've been in our school for a long time, around about Christmas time, Mrs. Lee decorates the school, and one of the things that I have is here. You might be thinking, what's that, Mrs. Lee? I can hear there's something inside. Oh, looks like on this there's lots of different kings. Oh, I wonder what they're holding. Maybe you know what they're holding. Oh, what's inside? Well, I can see a man. He looks a bit like a shepherd. Do you know what though? I know that his name is, that's right, his name is, you tell me? That's it, Joseph. Now I'm going to open Joseph because I can hear something. Oh, somebody wearing blue. Now who do we know at Christmas wears this lovely blue outfit? That's right, it's Mary. Something's still inside. Stay with me. Keep your patience going. Keep your patience going. What's inside Mary? Let's open up. Bit squeaky. Oh my gosh, can you see? That's right, it's an angel. Can still hear there's something inside. God, hang on, it's a bit stiff this one. Needs some patience. Oh my gosh, what's inside? Can you see? It's a donkey. Oh gosh, I remember. That's right, the story of Advent, the story of Jesus. The story of Jesus that we have at Advent talks about a donkey, doesn't it, going on a long journey, but yeah, there's still something inside our donkey. Are you ready? Oh, still got some patience. That's lovely. Who is that? That's right, it's the baby Jesus. And that's what it's all about, children, isn't it? It's all about waiting. Gosh, if your mummy is pregnant at the moment, she's got a baby in her tummy, she's been waiting for 9 months, she will be, till that baby comes out. So did Mary, she had to wait a very, very long time. So, I'm hoping, children, across the next 4 weeks, you're going to have lots of patience. And thinking about being calm. Remember our 7 golden rules. They're there to keep everybody happy and safe. Please keep them. Even when you're getting excited about Christmas, I want you to think, must remember to be kind and gentle, must remember to listen, must look after property. We've got some really lovely property at the moment, haven't we? I don't know if you've noticed. Look at all of our odd socks that you've made. Now, I'm looking after them by putting them up on the washing line. Please make sure that you look after everything in our school, especially the research centre, otherwise it has to close. So everybody make sure you put everything back once you've finished. So you can only go in the research centre if you have a stick, and the sticks stay in Mrs. Lee's room. There's only 5 of them, so there should only be 5 people in the research centre. God, gosh, lots of things I've been talking about today. I wonder if that candle's still burning. Oh, it is. Smells delicious. So Advent's coming up this Sunday. I'm going to light the first candle. Maybe if you go to church, you'll see the first candle being lit. Just going to finish off with our school prayer. Help me to do the things I should, to be to others kind and good, in all my work and all my play, to grow more loving every day. Amen. Right, I'm going to blow my candle out now. Have a lovely week, children. Bye.